Friends. Sorry, I've been out of circulation lately, but I'm sick as you can tell. Um, but I wanted to kind of help you guys because I love you all and I want to look after you. And I myself have been a victim of being bamboozled, but I've learned through experience not to buy this stuff. And a lot of this stuff is common sense, and most of you know it, but yet there are times where we don't know it. It's happened to even celebrities. The country singer Brad Paisley and his wife got bamboozled by a woman saying her daughter had cancer, and they donated I don't even know how much money, and go to find out it wasn't true. So that was a little bit different, where these are more like romance bamboozles. And like I said, I've gotten hit with them many times, but I know the signs and I know what to be aware of and to catch it. But some of you may not, so I want to share them with you. Number one, if they start in on sex right away, sex conversation or sending pictures or something, they're probably off a porno site. It's probably a guy posing as a girl, or not the real girl. She's just not attractive or don't want to show herself, or underage. So you want to make sure that I always, if they start that right in, I just ignore them. Number two, if they're in love with you within the first 10 minutes of the conversation, or even hours into the conversation, or the next day, and they promise they're going to come and see you and you're going to get married and have this wonderful life, yeah, scam. It takes time to get to know someone before you know whether you love them and you want to commit to a relationship and willing to move and all of that stuff. Third, if the pictures look too modelish or like an actress, then, or an actor, yeah, you want to make sure that that's that. Yeah, not everybody looks like Heidi Klum. I've noticed that a lot of times it's foreigners, and they won't say I am. They say am thinking about you instead of I am thinking about you, or something like that. It's always am, not I. I don't know why, but they do that. Even if they do they go on webcam with you, it could still be a fraud, because they're doing it to get your attention. They're doing it because they want you to fall in love with their look. And then they hit you with, they want money. Now, if they don't have a cam, now we're in 2014. Okay, everybody has a webcam, a cell phone, both, or even a house phone. If they're not willing to actually let you hear their voice or see them, red flag. If they ask personal questions like, do you live in a house, an apartment, who do you live with, things like that, a little sketchy there. If they don't have too many friends, or if they have too many friends, and if their comments, it's not like real conversation going on, then that's usually not a good sign either. If they have lame lines like, the wind blew me to you, that's why they wrote you added a clear blue sky. And that's a little funky, the pickup lines. They may say that they have money, but then it's that they are away on business and their money is caught up in liquidation, or can you loan them a couple $100, or a family member passed away and they inherited money but they can't get it because of there's a problem with the lawyers. Can you send them money and they're good for it? So that too you want to be very, very careful of. If they claim to be something like a medic from Afghanistan, or a cop, or something in uniform, and you ask them for a picture of them in their uniform and they get defensive, then what do you have to hide? You know? Why don't you show the uniform? Prove it. If they seem too good to be true, then they usually are. Plain and simple. I mean, nobody's perfect. If they say they're in a foreign country for business, is a big thing. If they say they're in Africa or, the UK or something, and usually that's a scam right off, especially if they claim that they buy and sell antiques and stuff like that. That's usually a scam. And also, if they don't have pictures of themselves up and they're pictures of celebrities or sayings or stuff like that, and there's no real picture of them, then that would also throw up a red flag for me. So, they're just some of the things off the top of my head, 14 things that I could think of. But here's what you could do to try to help prevent that. And they prey on the lonely. They prey on sincere people who genuinely want a relationship and who are looking for love. And they'll target them. So here's what to do. You could go on to tineye.com, tineye.com, save their picture, upload it on TinyEye, it's free, and it'll tell you if it's been published on, a magazine site, a porn site, anything like that. Also, romancescams.org. You can look it up and they'll tell you different things. And Google how to identify a romance scammer. And you'll find out everything that you need to know. I hate the thought of someone being a target of that kind of abuse. It's horrible, and deplorable, and I would not want to see any of you hurt. So I do hope this helps, and just keep your eye out. Think with your mind, not your heart. Go with your gut feeling and your instinct. If something doesn't stick right, you're probably right. So be very careful, be very cautious, and good luck out there.